wilderness villages, countryside. Can you believe it? This is Chaoyang, Beijing. But don't worry, the Chaoyang you know is about to rise. That's right, in just 76 years, a desolate suburb of Beijing would become one of the most influential super-metropolitan areas in China and even the world. And today, on its 470 square kilometers of land, it is already dotted with landmarks of Beijing, landmarks of China, and landmarks of the world. Among its 3,440,000 permanent residents, you'll find faces from all corners of the globe. And in the memories of countless people, it fills the moments of our hearts and our youth. But what exactly is Chaoyang, Beijing, to an interstellar civilization? The answer might not be that complicated. Infinite evolution is its eternal mission. Strolling through the streets of Chaoyang, you might often see a special sight: the national flags of many different countries, solemn and colorful. In China, there is no other city or district that brings together so many embassies from around the world. This is Chaoyang's primary mission, to become the world's reception hall for the new China. In 1950, Beijing announced the reclamation of the occupied embassy district in Dongji-Omingxing. A half-century of humiliating diplomatic history came to an end, but a new problem arose with it. Where should the new embassy district be built? The space within the inner city was clearly not enough. At this time, an eastern suburban area right next to the core district came into view. Its location was ideal, and the terrain was flat and open. Building the new China's reception hall here would be both spacious and dignified. 5 years later, the Jiangguomen Way area of Chaoyang marked the beginning of embassy construction, with Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Poland being among the first to move in, announcing to the world the establishment of diplomatic relations with a brand new China, and becoming its first guest. However, this Chinese reception hall still needed a brand new gate. In the same year, construction began on the capital airport in Shanyi, Hebei, becoming China's first civilian airport to be put into operation. For ease of administration, Beijing decided to place the airport area under the jurisdiction of Chaoyang District. Even after Shanyi was incorporated into Beijing in 1958, this area still belonged to Chaoyang, becoming a true enclave. As the gate opened, more and more guests began to arrive. After U.S. President Nixon's visit to China in 1972, the ice was broken in Sino-U.S. relations, and countries like the United Kingdom, Germany, and the Netherlands established full diplomatic relations with China one after another. And so, to the northeast of Jiangguomen, the second embassy district in Sanlitun and the third embassy district in Liangmiqiao took shape one after the other. To this day, the embassies of 176 countries in China have all found their home in Chaoyang, Beijing, making it truly a global village within the city of Beijing. Besides the embassy district, what else is happening in Chaoyang? It was an urban transformation of unprecedented scale. This is Wangjing, known as Beijing's second CBD. But if you were to go back 60 years, what you would have seen was a farm covering over 4,000 mu. Every year, 5 million kilograms of grain and 4,000 fattened pigs were shipped from here, along with 300,000 chickens and ducks. This place should be more familiar to you, the renowned Beijing CBD. But 60 years ago, what would have appeared before your eyes was the Beijing No. 1 machine tool plant, the Beijing Automobile Works, and the Snowflake Refrigerator Factory. Welcome to the second chapter of Beijing Chaoyang's mission, a wilderness transformed. In the early days after the founding of New China, Beijing's permanent population had already surpassed 2 million. Relying solely on grain from other regions was not a long-term solution. Building a stable, local granary for the capital became imperative. At the same time, industrial development became China's most important task. Establishing a new batch of Chinese factories for the capital was a matter of great urgency. Thus, fervent industrial and agricultural construction spread across Chaoyang. Besides Wanjing and the CBD, they were also in today's Chaoyang 798, Langyuan, and Balazhuang. On the banks of the Tonghui River, the Shuangqiao farm, which once occupied about 1/7 of Chaoyang's land, was at the forefront of agricultural mechanization. Amidst clouds of dust, New China's first female tractor drivers emerged from the farms of Chaoyang. In Daibiao, every morning, an army of bicycles flowed in like a torrent, carrying workers dressed in blue mouse suits. As they entered the factories, they built the first automobile ever produced in Beijing, China's first numerically controlled vertical milling machine, and the Snowflake brand refrigerator, which found its way into thousands of homes. In less than 50 years, at an astonishing speed, Chaoyang evolved from a stretch of eastern suburban wilderness into a modern district combining agriculture, electronics, chemicals, textiles, and machinery, a place of both industry and farming. But this was only the beginning. On September 1st, 1985, with a massive explosion, the Beijing Metal Structures Factory, which had been in operation for nearly 30 years, came crashing down. In its place, the China World Trade Center would be completed 5 years later. In 1993, the State Council approved Beijing's new master plan, formally proposing the construction of the Beijing Central Business District. Afterward, the area stretching from Dengdaqiao Road in the west to Zidawang Road in the east, and from the Tonghui River in the south to Chaoyang Road in the north, the entire Daibiao region was incorporated into it. Let's look at what would happen here from a different perspective. 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, 500 meters, a unique Beijing skyline was redrawn by Chaoyang over the course of 30 years. The somewhat rustic name of Daibiao would gradually be forgotten, replaced by the Beijing CBD. Some say this is Chaoyang's global era. Almost all of the world's renowned companies have set up shop in the Chaoyang CBD, and countless stories of youth and striving are also written here. But beyond building a forest of steel, Beijing's Chaoyang has even greater ambitions. Just 1 year after construction began on the China World Trade Center, in a stadium about 3 kilometers away, a singer born in Chaoyang Xingfukan, Kui Jian, stepped onto the stage. The song he brought, with his pant legs rolled up, was Nothing to My Name. Afterwards, this sports center, known to everyone as the Workers' Stadium, began to be renovated. This was because it was about to welcome China's most important event of the 1990s, the 11th Asian Games. After Majestic Asia became a sensation across China, Chaoyang continued its march northward, because an even more significant global event was on the horizon. On August 8, 2008, amidst a series of thunderous booms, footprints made of 29 giant fireworks marched northward along Beijing's central axis at a pace of 1 step every 2 seconds. That's right, its destination was once again in Chaoyang, today's Olympic Park. 14 years later, when Beijing became the world's only dual Olympic city, Chaoyang once again stood with the capital in the global spotlight. And as China took center stage in the world over 30 years, Chaoyang has been there for every single step, relaxed and pleasant. This isn't the banks of the Seine in Paris. This is Beijing's Liangma River. If you had come to this same spot a few years ago, what would you have seen? Rusted railings, dense aquatic plants, and even water with a faint odor. Chaoyang, which had been developing at a breakneck pace, was in desperate need of meticulous urban revitalization. Water management was the most crucial step. Let's take a look at just how important water is to Beijing's Chaoyang. Since ancient times, 8 rivers, including the Wenyu, Buxiao, Bai, and Xiaotaiyou, have flowed through Chaoyang, which was dotted with wetlands and lakes. And from a functional perspective, the Bai and Tonghui rivers also connected to the Beijing-Hangzhou Grand Canal, forming important branches of the north-south water transport system. But with urbanization, many river channels gradually dried up, no longer resembling the water towns of North China. So Chaoyang began a river rescue mission, taking the Liangma River as an example. Starting in the 1980s, people continuously worked on water management, prohibiting sewage discharge and clearing silt. The water quality gradually became clear again. But that wasn't enough. Starting in 2019, Chaoyang also connected the Liangma River with surrounding water systems, creating an 18-kilometer-long waterfront promenade. You can stroll along its banks all the way from Dongjimin to Solana. Finally, this river is no longer just an isolated scenic spot. It has become integrated into people's lives. But that still isn't enough. Model. Soon, the Liangma River and its connected by river will continue to evolve. The two rivers will regain their full navigational capabilities. It will also link Sanlitun, Yancha, Solana, Liuliwan, and Langyuan, 5 areas spanning different eras, and unite these super commercial districts of different styles into one, ultimately forming a world-class waterfront economic zone. The Baya River will also continue eastward, connecting with the North Grand Canal with a brand new look. That is their ancient rendezvous, but it is also a rebirth that will stand the test of time. Is a scale like this enough? It's still not enough. In the future, Chaoyang's rivers will also link together. 1,000 parks, including Wenyu River Park, green spaces, and tree-lined greenways. And these, in turn, will form new connections and intertwinings with nearby communities, commercial districts, and streets. It will be a complete, large-scale greening and a reorganization of urban space. Water and shore, the city and nature, prosperity and tranquility. The world and China will all be connected, one by one, through Beijing's Chaoyang district. By then, what kind of city will Chaoyang be? Don't worry, it will still be China's most important international parlor. Because China needs more friends, and it will welcome more friends with sincerity. It will still be a prosperous super metropolis. Because Chaoyang cherishes every wave of change that allows it to evolve and iterate. Whether in technology or the internet, it's incredibly fast and incredibly fierce. It will still be an essential part of the capital, shouldering its mission. Because countless events for Beijing, for China, and for the world will keep it bustling from day to night. It will also become a super park right beside us. Because of the clean rivers and the colorful flowers. And the lush green grass can equally heal everyone who is striving for a better life. It will ultimately be a city of infinite evolution. Just like the blueprints, missions, and waves of change it has witnessed, everything in the past is merely a prologue.